Today we're making a very simple and special salmon recipe. And it's not special because of some crazy set of ingredients or techniques. It's special because I think this was my very first attempt at salmon, and the same goes for my sister. Almost like a beginner tunnel you have to go through to get into the world of making fish. And this one will take you right back to the basics. We have a very simple marinade, very simple set of ingredients, all linked below. For the marinade, you first need your olive oil, in which I'm gonna add some freshly zested lemon. You have to be sure that you don't zest the white part because that's kind of bitter. You want the yellow part, that's fragrant. Then some lemon juice, and we'll adjust the quantity as needed later on just to make sure we have the right consistency. Crush in some garlic. You can put some chili flakes in there if you want, if you like the heat, but we can always add that in later on the top. And then we have a set of fresh herbs. So I'm using freshly chopped parsley and some dill as well. Just put that all in there and just mix it all up. And for the salmon, we're using Pacific salmon. That's my preferred type of salmon, and I talk more about why that is compared to, let's say, Atlantic on the page down below. So just make sure you read about it if you're interested. Make sure to season it with salt and pepper and then just mix it all really well. Now for the salmon, we're gonna just put that in there, mix it really well with the herbs, coat it everywhere, and then just refrigerate it and marinate it for at least 15-30 minutes. Longer the better. Now our oven is heating at 375 Fahrenheit, and we're gonna bake the salmon in a salmon boat. And for that, all you need is a large piece of rectangular cut foil paper. You put the salmon in the middle, just neatly organize any excess herbs over the top, and then you get the edges together, and then you kind of crinkle it and create a seal as you're bringing all the edges into one to make sure there's no chance for steam to escape. And what you're going to end up with is something like this, a boat. And you put that boat onto a baking sheet, which I've also covered with foil paper because I don't want to do excess cleaning, and I just want a quick dinner to end the day. So it's going to bake for about 8 to 12 minutes. Now I like my salmon a little bit pink in the middle, medium rare, but you can check that and adjust the cook time as you see fit. Now while that's baking, let's do a quick side of beans, just green beans. So just some olive oil, some crushed garlic again. Once that oil gets hot, get some color in there, and then add in your beans. Now these are frozen green beans, that's what I use. Toss it up, season with salt and pepper, let that get nice and shiny. Taste it, adjust for seasoning. Very simple. And also have some simple white basmati rice. Check out how to make it perfectly every time. And then once the salmon is done baking, well, I don't want skin on my salmon, and well, I could have removed the skin earlier on. It's just a bit messy, and this is supposed to be a beginner kind of recipe. So cutting the salmon off the raw salmon, it's a bit more advanced. So once the salmon is done baking, just lay it on its side and then just peel the skin off with tongs or with like even a fork or a knife you could use to like kind of get it all off. It should come up very easily. And now you just serve with your amazing side of beans, your rice, all that juice that's in the foil. Don't throw that away. There's a lot of flavor in there. Enjoy with your salmon. And if you want more simple recipes to get you cooking, then you're at the right place. And if you want more salmon, then check out my pan-seared blackened salmon recipe, which is a bit more advanced and a bit more delicious.